Hello everyone, my name is Oscar and today we're gonna set up GLFW and GLEW in Xcode 6 to get up and ready for OpenGL and GLSL programming. So let's get started. First of all, you're gonna get a copy of Xcode 6, download it from the App Store. Then we're gonna use CMake to build our respective libraries, GLEW and GLFW. Then we're gonna get obviously the libraries. This one is an extension wrangler, very useful to manage extensions within OpenGL. It's cross-platform, so you gotta make sure you get that here in the download page. And lastly, the GLFW. This one is as well a cross-platform window handling library. It supports Windows, OS X, Unix like Linux, Unix-like systems like Linux and FreeBSD. This one's going to allow us to support multiple windows, support inputs of various types, and among others. This library is going to substitute GLFW is going to substitute GLUT. This is the legacy solution for window handling and event handling of OpenGL. So we're not going to use GLUT, we're going to use GLFW. So make sure you got the libraries and everything. The links are going to be in the description. So let's just get ahead and get started. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. So first of all, I'm going to create a new Xcode project. It's going to be an application, a command line tool. Name it whatever you like. I'm going to use base OpenGL. I'm going to put it on my desktop. And once you got that, let's go ahead and build GLFW and GLEW. Extract those and get them in your folder. There you go. Then I'm gonna go ahead and build GLFW. I like to remove the versions because it's easier visually, but you can just leave it like that. So I'm gonna create a build folder called build, and as you can see, it includes a CMake lists. So we're gonna use CMake to build this, to compile this library. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag this CMake lists, and here I'm gonna where to build the binaries in build. Okay, so I'm gonna configure using Xcode, obviously. So once you get the CMake, what you need to do with CMake is to generate the build files. So the build files consist of the headers and the libraries. In order to compile these headers and libraries, I'm gonna use Xcode. So I'm gonna build shared libraries to avoid any problems, and then I'm gonna go ahead and generate and click generate. So if you see, you're gonna see over here that I'm gonna get a generate folder. So I'm gonna go ahead and build, and here's my GLFW Xcode project. I'm gonna have to open it to compile it. Make sure it's all built. Click the project and then go ahead and build it. This is gonna build the GLFW framework into my environment. Don't worry about these warnings. These are just deprecations. So that's it. Let's go ahead and go to GLEW. GLEW, it's a bit different. We're not gonna use CMake. We're just gonna use terminal. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna cd into this folder and go sudo make install and then I'm gonna wait a bit to let it up and run. It's gonna take a while, so you might as well go and grab a coffee. As you can see, it's installing. I'm just gonna pause this. So it took a while, but you can see here that it installed GLEW, and there's a lot of things going on here. I'm not gonna dive into that. So if you go to GLEW and you can just see the include, we get the include files. These are what you want, what you need, and we got the libraries, the GLEW, the library. This is what Xcode uses. So let's go ahead and go to Xcode, to our project. I'm just gonna make it up big. You can see it's like it will build, because we're not including anything here. So I'm gonna go ahead in the project and go to build phases, link binary with libraries, and here we're gonna link the OpenGL library, and we're going to add 2 more libraries. Go ahead and click add other, and go and click Shift Command G. As you can see, I did this project before, this process, I'm sorry, and go ahead and type /user usr/local, and maybe it's gonna ask for permission. Just gotta type your password and go to lib and search for GLEW. Yeah, GLEW, and then go again and add other. Again, Shift Command G, library, and search for GLFW 3, the latest version. Then go to build settings, go to search paths, library. You're gonna see you want to modify the header search paths and the library search paths. So go ahead and click and add the same path /user local. Since these are headers, we want to include and add this one just in case, opt local include, and then here user local lib, because these are the library search paths, and go ahead and opt local library. Then finally on the other linker flags, gonna add this glut. So we got it. Now you can include the GLFW library or the GLEW library. Look, if you go and type include, if you type GL, you can now you can see the headers that are getting searched correctly. Let's go ahead and type GL GLEW. Exactly, that's what I want. Then you can type include header GLFW GL3. These are our libraries. Finally, I'm gonna build really quick an application just to show you guys how does this work. I'm gonna delete this. Yeah, I'm gonna make a void, a render function. Here I'm gonna make okay, make it 0, make it black, make it completely GL clear, just clear. Sorry. The buffer bit, color buffer bit, exactly. Then I'm gonna create a triangle. I'm just gonna go ahead and paste this. So I'm initializing the buffer bit with a black color, and then I'm making a triangle, a vertex at 1, 1, 1 with their respective colors, and then I'm gonna end yeah, that's it. So that's my render function. Now I'm gonna go ahead and with my main function, I'm gonna erase all this. First, I'm gonna create a GLFW window. Oh, sorry. Whoa, what's happening? Oh, sorry. I had caps window. Win. I'm gonna pointer this. Then I'm gonna start the GLFW context. If GLFW init, then return -1. If the GLFW context is not initialized, I'm gonna return this with an error. Then my window, which is GLFW win create window, it's gonna be 640 by 480. It's gonna say hello OpenGL base project, and I'm gonna put null and null. Then if my window is not true, means if it's not created, I'm gonna terminate the GLFW process. I'm gonna exit with failure. Sorry. Then I'm gonna do the same, but for GLEW. If the GLEW init is not correct, I'm gonna return with -1, which is an error. Now I need to make the window the current window, because as you can see, might notice, GLFW can handle multiple monitors. So I'm gonna make this one though context. Oops, it's make context current. Yeah, and which one? My window. Then while the GLFW window should close, I mean my window, while my window is not closed, I'm gonna call my render function, and the compelling, the obligatory functions, GLFW swap buffers window, and the event poll LFW poll events. Yeah, right. Other than that, if it terminates, if it's closed, I'm gonna terminate and exit with success, and then return 0. And if everything came right, I should have a GLFW window and my GLEW initialized and my render function correctly displayed. Let's just build. Oh, there you go. So if you resize this, you can see. So making a triangle with OpenGL, it's your hello world. And that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and hit me up if you have any questions or comments. Thank you so much for watching, and the links are going to be in the description, and that's it.